Very good morning. This is Sujit Paul here from India. Today's podcast primarily is to talk about how we find in today's environment that people have actually been dead at the age of 25, 27, but they are actually buried when they are at 75, 80. Now what I mean is that at this early age, when we meet the youngsters, when we speak to them, we find that they are either depressed, they feel bad about their life, they feel that, oh God, what would happen for them, so on and so forth. Now, when you're actually dead at the age of 25, 27, 28, and you're physically buried at the age of 75, 80, 90, how will you really, continue this span of life? Whilst in multiple scenarios, we have seen, found, and have observed that the biggest problem is that most of the people do not get into a sense of realization that there is a problem. If you do not realize that there is a problem, you cannot definitely work and solve the problem. Now, the first thing is that you need to realize, yes, there is a problem. Many people, including me at times, we go back to the old habit. Now, when you go back to the old habit, the first thing is that your neurological center must trigger that this is not right. For example, I always prefer not to see any incorrect content in the social media. At times when I am doing something, suddenly something touches my eyes and I start seeing which may not be right, which may be inappropriate. But instantly my neurological center says, hey, stop. Now that is the time when you need to stop. Between that stop and you continue is what you need to trigger yourself back fast. So coming back to the main part of the lesson that I want to convey out here is that it's very, very important and crucial that one really understands that what is the problem, and that realization comes. Once that realization comes, only then you can work for it. We have seen that King Ashoka had killed and killed and killed and killed till the last life when the realization came. So for some people, the realization comes at the fag end of life. It could be at your personal scenario, at an organizational scenario, at the country scenario, so on and so forth. Faster the realization comes, better it is to do the course correction and modify. I do not believe if someone have done something at the early age, they need to be rebuked about it. They need to be pulled up about it. They need to be mocked about it. That's called negative nepotism. And we also find a lot of people in today's environment who gets into those kind of things. Those are sadists basically, because at your early age, at your teenage or at your next stage or your next stage, you may have done something. That's all right if you have done the road correction and moved ahead. So you don't need to pull up that person. What he or she have done may not be appropriate for you at this point of time, or may have been appropriate at that point of time for him or whatever it is. We don't need to go back to the past. What do you gain out of that, other than your personal satisfaction? So it's very, very important that for an individual to grow, they have the realization and understanding that what are the things they can improve. For example, that if someone is getting terribly angry, then they feel that they could have done better post the calm down period, and pre of the scenario, they always felt that they should not get angry. So there are multiple such kind of things that you can collate and connote with your own life. For example, if someone overeats, throughout the day, they may know that, okay, I should not overeat. I should definitely eat what I am supposed to eat. But when the platter comes in front, they forget and they eat, and later they feel guilty. At least good that you are feeling guilty means you have that sense of awareness. Do not beat yourself down. There are many people who don't even have the awareness. For them, it's all right if I've eaten. Those kind of scenarios. At least good that you have the awareness. Good that you are leaving. There are many people that I come across who are not even leaving. It's like an autopilot mode of life. So you don't need to get into that. So what I'm trying to say is that Do not beat yourself down, but have a sense of right realization and awareness, and then work towards ensuring that you kind of have a better routine for yourself in terms of your psychological mind, whether it's in the form of anger, whether it's for exercise, whether it's for overeating, whether it's for smoking, whether it's for abuse, whether it's for drinking, or anything as a matter of fact. And then you start working on it and develop on the same. But first thing, as what I say, is your realization, and then work towards it. Thank you so much.